All right, we're going to cover a few more little helpful tips and tricks to get you guys going on the selection modules and the various cases that you're going to be working on. And so one of the other tools that I want to show you is this link that I have up on the side menu called UCD Feed Tag. And there's a lot of times where you find a feed, like I know the equine scenario is going to ask you to look for a bagged feed, but the bagged feeds, part of the feed labels, they never give you the energy values that you need to be able to calculate the rations. And so what UC Davis has done is taken some equations and they've made a very simple little energy converter that you put in the data from the proximate analysis, which is what is on our feed tags. And then you go ahead and it'll calculate the various energy measurements for you. So if you click on that link, you can follow along. For this example, I looked up a goat feed. It's an Honor Show Chow goat show feed. And as long as I could find the label of it, and here's the guaranteed analysis on it, then I can do this little spreadsheet. Now, one of the things that I just tell the classes as a rule of thumb, if you don't have the dry matter of the feed, which you won't have on the feed tag, most bagged feed is about 88% dry matter. And so you can just make the assumption if it's a bagged show type feed, it's going to be anywhere from 87 to 89, 90% dry matter. If there's a little bit of more molasses in there, you might drop it to 87. But you're going to be in the ballpark. And so if you assume 88% dry matter, you're going to be pretty dang close. The crude protein, if we just look over here on the feed itself, is 1650. Just plug in the numbers. This feed does have a non-protein nitrogen equivalent. It includes not more than 1% from non-protein nitrogen. So I'm going to put 1 in there just so we know where we're at. There's a crude fat, minimum of 4%. We don't have ash, but we do have crude fiber, which is 12%. And what you see is it starts calculating this on the bottom. The last thing that you need to do is make sure you put it in the right feed class, because that's going to also affect the final numbers. You'll notice that when it was just a generic feed, these numbers were higher, but now that I classified it as an energy feed, that's going to, yawn. That's going to tweak the equations in the background. But now you have a TDN percentage or net energy or digestible energy, whatever you need for your scenario on a 100% dry matter basis, that you can take this information and enter it into your spreadsheet. Super easy tool to use, very useful tool. So you can find any kind of a feed as long as you have the guaranteed analysis and that shows the majority of this information, you'll be able to find an estimated energy value. Is it 100% accurate? No, but it's going to be pretty close to get you going. And what I call close enough for government work. It'll get us on the same ball page that we can get a ration that's going to be pretty close. And then once you're feeding it, if you feel like you need more calories, boost the grain up a little bit. And you can adjust from there. But hopefully that'll get you started on how to use the feed tag tool from UC Davis, which is a link on the side menu of our Blackboard Learn.